Hi, welcome back to Trebons. So I'm with Abba's pups, and today they are 11 days, and today is their first nail cutting. And in the last video I was talking about the competition level in the puppies. How I feel it's important that we have the right level of competition. And for me, nail cutting, the ideal days is 9, 10, 11, or 10, 11, 12. 10 being the best day for nail cutting. That's an indication I have the right amount of competition within the litter. The earlier you're cutting the nails, the more competitive your litter. The later you're cutting the nails, the less competitive your litter. And today is 11 days and they are ready to have their nail cuts, which is ideal for me. It's an indication of where the competitiveness of the litter is. And this is imprinting that's going on. It's being set, that level of competition within the litter. It's being set. Something we have to carry on with, of course, but it's being set. Now, for example, if Abba, we talk about genetics and everything, surely it's genetics. It is to a certain extent, but that genetics is affected by the size of the litter. The bigger the litter, the bigger the competition. You're stimulating part of that genetic makeup in the dog to be more competitive. If this litter was only this size, same genetics, but would be less competitive, and I'd probably be cutting the nails for the first time 12, 13 or 14 days. Because they're in the land of plenty. They don't need to compete to get to the tit so much. So their competitiveness is not as great as it is now. And I'll try and give you an example. For example, I've got 3 adult dogs and I've got a ball in my hand. I'll take the first dog and the dog's keen, you can see it, he's jumping up and down, ready to go for the ball. I bring my arm back and the dog's already gone before I've released the ball. He knows, he's anticipating the release of the ball and he's already gone. I throw the ball, boom, and the dog's there. The second dog I've got, I pull my arm back to throw the ball. The dog's excited, it's jumping on its toes, it's excited, ready to go, but it doesn't go. It's following me, it's following my hand, and it's following the release of the ball, and then that dog goes. Then, for example, I've got the third dog, and again, it's excited enough. I've got the ball, I'm pulling my arm back, it's following my arm, it's watching me, I've released the ball, and the dog's still there, and then the ball's flying through the air, and at some point the dog starts to go. So I've got 3 different responses to the same action, throwing a ball. Which type of, and that's the excitement level in the dog. You've got one that's anticipating something and is moving before it's actually happened. You've got one that is moving as it's happening, and then you've got the third that is after the event. And that's what I'm saying about the competition level with the puppies. For me, I want dogs that are the second or third dog. The bulk of the dogs here in this litter will be like the second dog, who's going to watch that action and react on that action. Not after, not before, the majority of them. And I'm pretty certain the majority of these puppies will be that type of dog. We've already set that in place with the competition. How do I know that? Because we're doing this at 11 days nail cutting. That tells me I've got a good level of competition. The bulk of these puppies will be set up like the second dog. I will have a couple, I'm fairly certain, that will be like the third dog. But it's easier to pull those dogs up. I don't think we're going to have any like the first dog, because the competition, if they were at 9 days, yeah, probably, but still the bulk would be like the second dog. But at 9 days, I would have a couple that would be reacting before the event, if you know what I mean. So we're at a good level. And the optimum for me when it comes to puppy nails is that 10 days, is on 10 days. That tells me I'm right bang on. We're at 11 days, I'm going to have 2 dogs, maybe 3, that are going to be to one side, but the rest are going to be, I'm fairly certain, the right level. I hope that sort of explains what this is all about. So nail cutting. And it's their first day, so I have to wear glasses. A few years ago I started wearing glasses. I used to do this without glasses, but it's impossible to do so now. So, puppy in the hand, and we just pick the head out, just to get. And the reason we cut the nails is to stop them. First of all, stop the mother getting scratched, getting abscesses, etc. There we go. Protects the mother and protects the puppy. You might ask what is the difference in a few days when it comes to nail cutting. Well, for example, as I said, if we only had 4 puppies, we'd be cutting the nails on the 13th, 14th day, something like that. But if I had overstimulated this litter, if I hadn't come in and intervened with the food, we might be cutting, and I'd really gone heavy on the handling right at the beginning, we could be cutting the nails at 7 days. Now imagine that. Same genetics, puppies that are so competitive that you're cutting nails at 7 days compared to 14 days. So we're bang sort of in the middle. That's where we want to be. And Mother Nature allows for that. Really does. The land of milk and honey versus hard times, etc. There we go, Tinkle. Last one. There we go. Fairly good in the hand. Oh, yeah. Good morning. Good morning to you. So this one we're going to have to get used to. There you go. So fairly good in the hand, the puppies at the moment. So that's where we are, as I say. I want to keep this level of competition. I don't want to increase it. At the moment, as I said in the previous video, what we're doing is what's the word? 2 bottles, adding 2 bottles. I'm going to keep that up, I'm not going to increase that at the moment, but what we're going to do is use heat. I'm going to turn up the heating blanket, because this is a heating blanket under here, a notch, and turn up the radiator a notch to start with. Because the level of competition here is good. I'm happy with it. The level of competition is good. You can see that, they're starting to get their eyes open now. They're coming online, and is good. I don't want it to, as they get bigger now, they're going to be demanding more from the mother. It's going to put more pressure on the mother. She's very calm. I put her out while I'm doing this, but I'll get her back in any minute. Just she can't be in here, and the puppy's in here, and me in here cutting nails. Okay, there you go. So you got some big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's to protect mother, and if I raise the heat, what happens is the puppies, they move around a lot less, they sleep more. Therefore, they take less calories. It's, even though they're taking more from the mother's producing more milk, we're not over putting huge demands on the mother, we're protecting the mother here. So, that will be the next stage, and I will probably in a couple of days have to increase feeding what I'm doing to 3 times, I would imagine. Oh my goodness, goodness me, have to change the beds now, I can see that. So anyway, relax. Ooh, there we go. So that is the puppies Oops, just make time. 11 days. Just get the others to finish off. Get Abby. Yeah, so that's where we are. So I'm just going to have a quick clean up and then I'll clean the bed, change the bed. It's time. But that's where it stands with the puppies at the moment. It's all about protecting the mother and ensuring the puppies are putting on weight, which they are. They will double their weight every week, and making sure everything's good. So that's the end of the video.